A fight with Tyson. Reg Guttridge is ringside in Atlantic City, but first, the ring announcements.
And the referee for this bout is Randy Newman. Introducing first, in the red corner, he's wearing the white trunks with red trim. He's fighting out of Absecon, New Jersey, weighing in at 224 pounds with a professional record of 17 victories and 2 defeats. 13 KOs. He's ranked number 5 by the IBF in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl the Truth Williams. And in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white letters, fighting out of Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania, he weighs 209 pounds even. His professional record, 16 victories, only 1 defeat. Also 13 KOs, and ranked number 6 in the world by the IBF. Ladies and gentlemen, Smokin' Bert.
Shake hands and come out of the bell. Shake him, shake him. Let's go.
So a rundown then on the tail of the tape, and as you can see, there's such an advantage in height for Williams. 16 stone that poundage then for Williams, and 14-13 for Cooper. One of the youngest heavyweights around now of real promise, Bert Cooper, sort of a clone of Mike Tyson. Randy Newman, the referee, the man who handled both of Terry Marsh's world title fights. So then the vacant United States Boxing Association Championships, it's scheduled for 12. And it's in the ring now at the Resorts International at Atlantic City, where John Conte, in fact, lost the light heavyweight championship of the world. Attacking fighter now, Bert Cooper, and a lot of people have wondered, while Carl Williams wanted to take him on, but had scored a knockdown in the opening round. That was a surprise. He picked that punch off well. Some of the crowd not pleased with that. They think he tripped over a punch. A good boxer, Carl the Truth Williams. He really had a good fight with Larry Holmes in Reno back in '85 that went to 15 rounds points for the championship of the world. But then he ran into Mike Weaver 16 months ago, was stopped and hasn't fought since. Good boxer, Williams. I reckon he's better than IBF number 5. And certainly a risky fight now for Cooper, who they really was putting on the shelf really for maybe sometime next year to be fighting Mike Tyson. And he's putting on quite a bit of weight. He boxed in Gateshead back in '84, knocked out Ian Priest in only 60 seconds, and they only weighed 13.9 then. Well, as Williams said before the fight with his nickname, the truth always prevails. Well, we'll find out, because this fella takes a lot of holding off now, Bert Cooper, but I don't think he likes the style of Williams, a big tall man with such a weight advantage as well, over a stone. The only losses on his career then, Williams, against Mike Weaver and Larry Holmes. So top men, both world champions. Cooper's only loss against Reggie Gross, of all people. I think he claimed a thumb injury, and the same Reggie Gross who lost to Frank Bruno. Full of running, Bert Cooper destroyed the Canadian Willie DeWitt, which was seen on ITV. But if Williams wanted to pick his own opponent here and said, if I'm going to make a comeback, I'll take on Bert Cooper, well, on the opening round he's been perfectly justified, because his style is ready-made for a man who walks in with it showing his face like that. I think the old champ Joe Frazier is going to have some harsh words in Cooper's corner. Let's have a look at the replay now, whether that was a genuine knockdown or not. So he caught square coming in. It's just really a tap on the chin. And we're into round 2. And some really impressive boxing by Williams. Looks like he could shed a little bit of weight, but that's inactivity does that. And there's nothing worse than, oh, what a right hand punch. tries to ignore it, Cooper, and climbs all over Williams. This is his natural style. The old gung-ho stuff that his mentor Joe Frazier used to fight like this with a little bit more ability. Best result for Cooper. He defeated Henry Tillman over 12 rounds for an American version of their championship, the North American Boxing Federation. And Tillman was the last man to defeat Mike Tyson, but that, of course, was 3-round amateur. So Randy Newman reminding Cooper to keep punches up. And Williams determined to keep this man at the end of a left hand. Having fought Larry Holmes, it looks as though Williams copied that left-hand jab. It really is a devastating punch. Cooper, a big favourite, comes out of Pennsylvania, just down the road then from Atlantic City. Although Carl Williams is actually based in New Jersey, the state of Atlantic City. What a good variety of punches he's got, Williams. I've always thought he was one of the better of the American heavyweights, except that some people say, well, maybe his chin is a little bit brittle, but people like Mike Weaver and Larry Holmes, you can hardly say he's brittle there, going 15 with Holmes, nearly his best at that time in 85 Holmes. It really is, well, you couldn't even call it pretty boxing for big fellas there for Truth Williams. Has taken counts though against Jesse Ferguson and James Tillis, and that leaves just a little bit of suspect there of whether he can stand up to this fellow long distance. Well, there it is, don't pull on there to Cooper. Very handy heavyweight at his time, the referee. And there's Frazier in the corner.
Come on, the man where you at. You gotta get in the hand reach of it. Okay? I'm learning. I'm learning. Come on. Hold on, I'm learning.
And the start of the 5th, and still Williams has kept Cooper well on the end of that left hand now. He's really been boxing well and dictating the fight. It's all very well Bert Cooper trying to tell Joe Frazier he's learning. He really isn't, because he's fighting with his face too much. A bit level really on experience. 16 fights Bert Cooper and 17 Williams. He's quite a mobile man, isn't he, for 16 stone? About 15 and a half is his best weight. Becoming at left hand a bit of a Chinese torture now for Cooper. He's really taken it on the top of his head there all the time, and sometimes right on the nose. There, for instance. Bleeding from the mouth, Bert Cooper. I'm not surprised. Had 7 wins in the first round, Cooper, so I imagine he tends to get a bit frustrated now. He just can't catch up with an opponent. But he went 12 rounds with Henry Tillman, so his stamina's not really suspect. That's the only way he's got a chance now with a crisscross defence, Cooper, because Williams is picking those punches off almost to perfection. Strange enough, I'm wondering that Cooper's 14 stone 13, as I said, when he was 19 and he boxed in England only at 13.9. Well, he just might be carrying a bit too much weight, trying to build him up too early. And he's taken some good whacks around the jaw there, Williams, and no suspicion there of him going down at all. With his style, you can see most of Cooper's punches coming. He not only telegraphs him, he practically sends a postcard in advance.
You can't really get close. You gotta get close, man. Yeah. You gotta get close. More listening to me, more water. More water, let's go. Come on. This jab here. Come down and rip the jab up with the right hand behind.
Let's have a look at the replay. As I said, the accuracy really of Williams' punches. Cooper tried to cover up. That's a smart thing to do. But there you go. The old 1-2, the left and right hand comes in. Coming out for the 6th round now, and really Carl Williams, as they say, fancying himself very much in this fight. He's dictated it, he's ahead, he's soaked up Williams, Cooper's best punches, I should say. And nothing seems to be bothering now. He really fancies getting back at the top. He's a heavyweight with a lot of ability. So it's going to be all guts and a bit of gung-ho now for Bert Cooper.
That's good, I got it. I'm going to step back.
Seems to be running out of ideas, Cooper now. He's not always turning the glove in enough to catch Williams on the knuckle part. He's slapping just a bit. Mind you, his slap can hurt, I would think. He's a strong man. You notice Williams doesn't fancy getting trapped at all on the ropes there. He knows that's Cooper's game once he's close in, and he just doesn't want to give him any advantage. He moves well, side to side. Just going for a walk there. That's stealing a breather. That's the old alley touch there, the way he just leans on the shoulder when the man's in close like that. Pretty impressive left hand punching now by Williams. He's having a bit of trouble breathing, I think, with the blood now from the mouth there, Cooper. Oh, just a bit high. If he'd have caught him an inch lower, he'd have gone down, and he still may go down in the 6th. What a brave fella he is, though, Cooper. Wants to fight back, wants to draw Williams into roughing it up a bit. It's the only chance he's got. Well, he looks as though he might have got over that punch, Cooper, but for how long? Because Williams still very much the boss. And we come up to the end of the 6th then, scheduled for 12. And it's become a little one-sided now, isn't it? Oh, yes. And I think that bell definitely saved Cooper there. It looked as though Randy Newman might dive in and stop it, and he needs all of Joe Frazier's attention he can get there. And that's the New Jersey Doctor Commission there coming in, just checking that they can do that without being called. Now, let's have a look at that replay. Just going to wait for he picks his punch. Side of the head, as I said, a bit high. So that was a shorter punch there that followed in. And that was when the bell sounded as he leans that one in, 2 right hands, and Newman dives in. Well, there's some debate of whether he's even going to come out for this round. And the referee listening to the doctor's advice and the seconds. Williams out early, ready for work. He knows he's got this fight in the bag now. So the doctor has had a word quickly there with Newman. I would think something like, try one more round. Out for the 7th. And Bert Cooper, the hot favourite for this fight, a man who's been out 16 months. So they're all doing a Ray Leonard these days, taking time off, and if you've got the ability, you can still come back and do it. Williams won't wade in now. He'll bide his time. He'll still use the left hand to break the opponent up a bit. And it's sheer guts now with a 21-year-old Cooper. He really knows he's got this fight as he wants it now, Williams. He's not going to take any chances, and you can't blame him for that. That's smart. Exactly a kid in the game. He's 27. Most people would have been saying, well, a real champion would have gone in and finished it off, but I think Williams is doing the right thing. He's just waiting for this fellow to fall apart, as inevitably looks like he will. First move, that right hand will shoot in again. Oh, the left hand uppercut, what a punch. Right to his boots, from head to boots that punch went then on Cooper. And they're chanting truth, truth, truth. So the New Jersey fans have realised that their local man's doing it well here. So we're just a minute to go nearly in the 7th, and perhaps biding his time a fraction too much now if we're talking about really top level, but totally one-sided. There it is, decided to unleash the right hand. He's got a very good variety of punches now, Williams. Can use uppercuts with both hands, switches straight punches to hooks. What he's really doing here, he's just sickening Bert Cooper. And I think maybe the referee's looking for any kind of excuse to dive in here. If Cooper just buckled a bit there or backed off and fell into the ropes, it would be all over. So now he's going to survive this round, but only just. So another look then at Williams at work there with that left hand. He really does make every punch count. So it looks as though there's a problem in Cooper's corner there. Somebody waving to the referee. No, he's not coming off the stool for the start of the 8th round. And Carl Williams has won the vacant USBA Heavyweight Championship. That will certainly put him up in the ratings now. He's better than IBF number 5 anyway. And if you haven't seen him before, I'm sure, like me, you'll be surprised at his absolute natural boxing ability. And he's big to go with it.
Out, but one man